Okay, so when you log on this week to Civics, the first thing that you should do is look over here in your to-do area. This is where all your messages are. This is where you would have found this video if you're watching it. The three things I want to point out to you are the checklist, support for week 2, and support for week 2. These each support links go through the different assignments you will see. If you open this checklist, which I'm not going to do right now during this video, you will see that you have a beautiful chart that a parent made and sent to us, which guides you through everything that's expected for all 7th grade courses, okay, in order to get through the next couple of weeks. So I would recommend opening that up and taking a look. Okay. So first, I'm going to take you then over here to the modules. You can, by clicking this arrow, reduce some of the things you see. So if you already finished week 1, we can press here and it goes away and you're right to week 2. Just a reminder from some of the things we went over last week, these links mean they are a lesson. Any rocket ship means you have a quiz, and any note paper with pen or pencil means there that you have an assignment to submit. So the first thing you're going to do is open 3.03, What is Rule of Law? And your lesson will come up on your screen. When you're going through your lesson, you can see that there are 9 pages for you to read, and you need to use these green buttons to go through the pages. Okay. There are videos for you to watch as you go. And this here teaches you the information. Okay. When you get to the final slide, it will then prompt you to take the quiz. Okay. I'm going to go back to your home page and show you some of the supports you have for that lesson. So right here, support for week 2, 3.03, Rule of Law. Here's an announcement from me that says after you read through the lesson, here are notes you can use as support for the quiz. So as you go through the lesson, you can take your own notes if you want, or you can open the notes that your teachers are providing for you. Remember that you have 3 attempts to get your best score on the quiz. If you've taken it twice and you still are not doing very well, I would highly recommend that you then contact your teacher for some support to help you through the 3rd quiz. So if I click here, which I'm not going to do, but you can do on your device, it will open notes that you can use on the quiz and help you review the lesson. Okay, so that's the first part. I'm going to go back to your modules. Here's the quiz that you're going to take that those notes will help you with, and you'll notice here that it's 30 points. Remember, in order to achieve 70%, which is mastering the standard, that would be a 21 out of 30. After you finish that, you can then move on to 3.04, How Are Laws Made? And just like the last one, there are 10 pages here to move through. I'm going to take you to page 10. Page 10 is very important because it has the what do I have to do. And this is your first big 100-point assignment. So you want to definitely slow down and take your time here. Okay. Here are the steps. Okay, 6 steps to your assignment. And the first one says choose an idea. Spin the wheel to select an idea for a new law or public policy. So I'm going to spin. And it picked that I'm going to make a law requiring all pets in private homes to be licensed and vaccinated. So that is now my project topic. If I go back down to the directions, it says use this create a new law template to organize your work. And if you click on here and open this up, it gives you a step-by-step how to do the rest of the assignment. Okay. So, and down below here is a grading rubric that your teachers will use to score out of 100 points. So now I'm going to go back to announcements so you can look at some of the things that are available to help you with this assignment. Okay. So this one is 3.04. So I'm going to open this up. Okay. And it says, This assignment for week 2, How Are Laws Made, is 100 points. And these are the things you keep in mind. It says read through the entire lesson, take notes or use the attached notes to guide you. And again, attached notes are here, right below where it says notes. Read carefully the directions on slide 10 for the expectations of the assignment. Review the sample assignment that is in a separate announcement for you to be successful. And then this here in bold is very, very important. Many of you submitted this already, but I think you weren't fully sure on what was expected. So I would go back, read the directions more carefully, and resubmit. Okay. So I'm going to go back here to the announcements. Okay. So the sample assignment has not been linked yet, but I'm going to show it to you from my computer, and then you will get a good idea of what is needed. Oh, please excuse my messy computer screen. Okay. So this is going to be linked. I'll link it after I continue finishing up this video. Okay, so here's a sample that Mr. Orr made for you all to use, and it has the steps, okay, that are listed in the directions, like choose an idea, and he put his law here that he's going to make. Remember, you choose your idea by spinning the wheel on slide 10. Then you'll have to explain your idea, okay, and make sure, like Mr. Orr did here, that you write in full sentences and fully explain the idea. Aim for 3 or more sentences minimum. Same thing with the summarizing. Make sure you write in full sentences and fully explain, again, a minimum of 3 sentences. This part here asks you to explain the process of how an idea becomes a law on the federal level and the state level. And this information you cannot get correct unless you go through the lesson. Okay, and the information is found in the slides, and you use slides 5 to 7 in that lesson in order for you to correctly fill this out. A little hint would also be that you can use the notes that I showed you in the announcement to help you get through this part. Mr. Orr filled some of it in for you to get you started, but notice he left many blanks. The last step is right here, and it tells you that the information to complete this step can be found in slide 8, or again, you could possibly look back in the notes to help you. Since this is a 100-point assignment, we're asking that you please do not rush through it. You can type the assignment and submit it, and I can show you where that happens. Or if you don't have the ability to type and submit, you can certainly write it all out and take a picture of your work and submit it that way. So I'm going to go back here and show you where you submit that work. Here I clicked on 3.04, How Are Laws Made, and I clicked on the assignment link. There's a button here for Submit Assignment. When I open that up, it asks me to choose a file. So if I did this on my computer, typed it up and saved it, I would choose a file and add it and submit it here. You could click text entry and it opens a blank page for you, and you could do all your typing here. Okay, it's really important that you put your first and last name on everything that you are doing. And then I would click here, Submit Assignment. Okay. So that takes you through, I'm gonna leave there. That takes you through week 2. You are certainly allowed to move on and go as far as you want into the course. However, your teachers are going to be providing notes, okay, every Sunday for the following week. So you might want to slow down. So this way you can wait for those notes and those discussions to help you through the assignments.